So we have some snow out there this morning. Real pretty. I'm heading out for a little bit. Gonna go to a thrift shop this morning. And probably get a cup of coffee somewhere. So, see you in a bit. So I'm heading down the bumpy road, down to the highway. We haven't had water for 2 days, so we've been using gallon jugs of water to cook, to drink, to flush, and things like that. Our switch at our holding tank, we have our own well, but anyway, our switch at our holding tank burnt out, and we had to replace that. So we went to Lowe's, got two choices, neither one of them worked, was the right fit, so we had to order it from Amazon. So that got there yesterday, kind of midday. It took me like maybe a half hour. I got it put on, turned the water back on. Lo and behold, water shot up from the brass pipe. I guess the fitting, really, one of the elbows. It was shooting up about 4 foot. And the brass pipe is cracked, got a big crack in it. Anyway, it looks like a very involved project to replace the entire thing. So what I'm going to do first, and I would say there's like, 50 to 75% chance it might work. If there's a chance it won't work, I'm going to put JB weld down in the crack and then brush the JB weld around the entire pipe and then let that dry for several hours, and then I'm going to put that flex tape around there and see if there's any way that'll stop it. If not, I'll go to step 2, which would be to replace the whole darn thing. And I don't really want to have to do that. It's just a lot more involved. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so they're not open today. Apparently the cold weather kept them away. I drove into the parking lot and a lady got out of her car, and man, she walked and she slipped and fell on her back because it's like a sheet of ice and there's no whatever that is, the salt they throw down, there's none of that. Hope she's not hurt. I mentioned it to her. Hey,
okay, we're not going to open
I
the
didn't
shop
think
today.
so.
Yeah, our volunteers couldn't get here this
I
morning.
understand.
Yeah.
I'm really concerned of people slipping. A lady just slipped and hurt. I hope she didn't hurt herself. So it's kind of like.
I heard about that. We have some ice melt. We're going to get it out.
Okay, I feel like I didn't want to leave until I was just going to sit here because I had boxes out for a while to deter people from walking. I've been telling people, but so
Yeah. Well,
I feel like I can leave now. I leave it in good hands. But man, that really, I pulled in and she slipped and fell right on her back.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right. Well, thank you for doing that.
No, my pleasure. I don't want anybody else to get hurt or anything. So, all right.
All righty. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, that was somebody from the thrift shop. I was just letting them know that what I had done is I had put some boxes out on the ice so people wouldn't slip. And then I was going to sit in the van and warm up a little bit. And I figured people might come and, more people might fall. So, anyway, they're not going to be open today. So I am going to just go to the Goodwill, I guess. I bet you I can find some caps for $1 to sell for $10 to $20 each. I always do. I've told you before on this channel, that's the thing to get at the Goodwill is baseball caps. If you can get, 10 to 20 a week, say, turn them over for at least a $9 to $15 profit, then you've made some good part-time money. Easy to ship. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. My plans have changed. Yeah, the lady who got hurt told me she had called the church and told them that she had slipped and they were going to send somebody down. So thought I could just hang out there for a while. Somebody could get seriously hurt, man. I know I did about 20 years ago. I fell on some ice right onto my neck. And now I have arthritis in my neck. I don't know what the connection is there, but right where I hit my neck, the chiropractor, when they did a x-ray on my neck, they said that I had arthritis in that exact spot. So somehow that damaged caused the arthritis. And if it didn't, then it was a huge coincidence. That's all I can say. I'm not a doctor. Oh man, it's so cold. I mean, it's probably only in the 30s, but the wind, I mean, it was like blowing 200 miles an hour. I got out of the van to go in the store and I had to hold my hat on and I could feel it against my face and I was like freezing. Man, whoa. I got me a good hot cup of coffee and I'm at the corner store, the one that's catty-corny. See, I can't even talk. The one that's catty-corner to Walmart over there. Except today I'm backed in to a space looking toward the highway. And I didn't get much at the Goodwill. I did get a cool t-shirt for $3. I mean, I looked on eBay and there were other ones like this for like $35 to $40. Never heard of the guy, but if he's shirt selling for 35 to 40, I guess he can shoot some hoop. Anyway, let's see. I'm kind of down too low. Anyway, then I got these mainly just to bring the total up to enough that I could use my card. I don't like to use my card for $2 or $3. I don't know why. I guess I'm used to a long time ago where people wanted you to have at least $5 to use your card. And I guess I've never like broke out of that mold. But anyway, I got two of these family Christmas special 45s. They were 99 cents each, and their comps on eBay are like $10 each. So I should make $9 on them each, but I'm not real excited about them. And there were hats or caps that I could have got for $1, and comps for about $12 to $15. But a lot of times when you buy a hat or cap, it does take a while to sell. Now, I got one the other day I bought and put it on eBay, and it sold within like 5 hours. I paid $1 for it. It sold for $15 within like 2 or 3 hours. But I just didn't feel like buying hats. They were hats, not the caps. They were like big brim hats. And like I say, $1, and comps were like 12 to 15. A lot of days I'd have bought them, but not today. The big hats are they're more difficult to ship. You got to get a bigger box unless you want to crunch them up. And the buyers don't like you to do that too often, so I don't. I still have to go to the post office. But, whew, I'm dreading going home and having to work on the well, the holding tank, because of the wind. The cold is not too bad, but man, with this wind chill factor, man, I don't know how cold it is, but I about froze walking up to the store. It's a little after 11 in the morning. I'll go home and work on that. And I foresee that taking maybe an hour. I'm not going to do a lot. I'm just going to, like I say, put JB Weld around it. And when that dries, 5-6 hours, I'll wrap the flex tape around it really tightly. And the tape's really wide, so I'll have to like cut it in strips so I can manage it better. Other than that, that's about it. Went to church last night. It's mostly on Wednesday night. It's there's a class, I think it's a men's class where a lot of men gather, like a Sunday school type thing, fellowship. I always go into the main sanctuary, and it's mostly like praying for people. There are a lot of prayers and things like that. So I enjoy that. Yeah, I don't know when they're going to start. They're going to put it, like I said, a roundabout here. I've said that in another video because I sit here all the time. But they're going to put a roundabout at this intersection, which is the busiest intersection in my county, in this county. There's a Pizza Hut right there. Pizza Hut used to be further toward downtown, and when my wife and I were visiting this area back in the late 90s, 96, because we moved here in 97, so probably around 96, maybe 95, and we ate there once. Not because it was bad, but because we were just visiting. The next time we came, it was gone. They had torn it down. I like it better than the new Pizza Huts. I like the old Pizza Huts. I like the building to look like a Pizza Hut. I like the inside, how they used to have the checkered tablecloths, the red, and they had the candles on the tables. They had the red chandeliers. I don't remember details, but they had a lot of red in them. And it was dim. It was a lot dimmer atmosphere. And I enjoyed that. I liked that a lot better. In fact, most of the restaurants, most of them, I like the older version better than the new. Whether it's Taco Bell, having the big Taco Bell out there for their logo and the interior compared to what it is now. I don't really like the purple theme thing they got going on. I don't like that at all. McDonald's. I mean, McDonald's is nice. I like their interior. I love their interior here. It's probably my favorite interior for fast food. I guess nostalgic says that I can't let go of the McDonald's interior when I was growing up and in high school. I remember going in and how it was situated. The counter, and then across from the counter, they had a lot of seating. And then there was an area on the side that you could walk down to the bathrooms, and they had more seating. And that's just, I don't know, I remember that from in my teens. So it'd be nice, but I like the new interior. Wendy's, I used to like their tables that had all the ads on them. And then they got rid of those. And then I think Subway, I know they used to have the wallpaper that had the Subway on it, and I used to like that. And it seemed like they may have had tables that had Subway on it. I'm not sure, like a Subway system. I'm not sure if that's true or not. You can comment down below whether that's true or not, because I can't remember. I know Wendy's had the like newspaper type of tabletop. Looks like old newspapers. And I like that. I just like that. I miss all that. Very nostalgic. I'd like to get a hold of an old Wendy's table. And then Arby's, I remember they used to have the building that was kind of like, something about it was like, was it a hat? I'm not sure. I can't remember. But it was an older type building, and it seemed like it had something to do with the theme was a hat. I don't know. I could have dreamed that. But it just seems like the older signs and buildings and interiors, to me, they just had more character, in my opinion. Anyway. Nobody cares what I think. These franchises, they're not going to bring back their newspaper ad tables at Wendy's because I miss them. I wish they would, but they won't. Okay, that reminds me of something. My wife laughs at this. She thinks it's so hilarious. I was probably in my early 20s. I went through the drive-thru at McDonald's and got a filet of fish sandwich, which we just call fish fillet. I remember, I want a fish fillet sandwich, with cheese. I got the meal, I got the fries and a drink. Anyway, I got it, paid for it, left the premises, was driving toward Lakeland, Florida. I started eating, and I'd taken several bites of my sandwich, and I started thinking that something tastes weird about this sandwich. So then I opened it up, and there was no fish on it. It was literally just cheese and that white sauce they put on it, and a little bit of lettuce, I think. I mean, that was it. There was no fish. They ripped me off. I don't know why they did that. I don't see how they did that. That's just one of the weird stories I have. I mean, it wasn't a big deal. I mean, at the time it was. I was pretty, chapped about it. It's like a bun with tartar sauce and cheese, and I don't think they had lettuce on it. But there was no patty, no fish patty. And I had ate like 3 bites before I was like, because I was thinking about other things apparently. But then all of a sudden I realized that this just doesn't taste right. No kidding. It was a bun. Anyway, they could have done it on purpose. I don't know. Oh, I love just sitting here watching traffic. Definitely, the wind is not letting up. I can hear it out there. Anyway, I'm going to drink my coffee and just sit for a little bit, chill out, and then go home and have fun working on the pipe that goes into my holding tank. We're not going to have water today because it'll have to probably dry overnight. So probably won't have water until tomorrow. And hopefully tomorrow. Because if I turn it on and it's leaking really bad, oh boy. Then we'll have to just start from scratch and redo the whole thing. Anyway, God bless you guys. God loves you, and take care, and I'll see you very, very soon. All right.